going pretty good. It is been about 5 minutes. It's about 5:55. Hello and good morning. It's about 5:45 in the morning. I thought I'd show you how I usually get a fire started. Sometimes I have trouble in our Ashley wood stove. Usually take the winter, starting in the fall, we get paper bags to carry our groceries out. We do still have to go to the store. We don't grow everything we need here. Usually use half one or a full one, and then the paper I would normally shred from my home office, I get 6 or 7 pieces and ball those up. And I've got some kindling split. I'm lucky enough to have access to kiln dried lumber, wood scrap, so it's down to like 7% moisture. So it's firewood can usually get 15 to 20%. So this stuff's really dry. It's great. So usually take the bottom of the bag, put a piece in there, kind of loosely wrap it around, place that in the stove, place another piece in there. Usually get something small that I have cut. This is poplar. Poplar usually, it dries quick, and just to make sure we get it going, let's stick another stick in there and take a small piece of another one of these wood scraps across it, trying to keep, if you stack everything flat like this, it won't go. It'll act like a big piece of wood, so it needs the air gaps in between. If you have trouble getting started, your fire started, use some candle wax. Just melt it on everything, especially if your wood's a little damp, and that will help. Let's stick this piece. Well, I like those paper bags from the grocery store. They burn a little hotter. They don't start as quick, but they do burn a little hotter once they get started. So there we have. Make sure your air intake is full open. That's an important tip. Have that full open on your stove, and then we'll crack the door. Yes, I use a plumber's torch to help start our stove. I don't usually run through the night. Our house is 1,120 square feet roughly, and last night in this room it was like 78, almost 80 degrees, and usually I let the fire die out. That's just, it was about 32 degrees, about freezing outside. That'd be 0 Celsius, even though I know Fahrenheit much better. Usually I let the fire die out because it's just too hot, and we don't need it. Usually have the mini splits set on about 68 or 69. So the house isn't cold, but it's a little chilly in the morning, so we start a fire in the winter. So let's get this going. Get this paper going. I usually start at the side away from the hinge because you'll need to close it as it starts going. I don't know if you can see that, but my torch is going out. My theory is that you're trying to reverse the flow of the air, trying to move that cold column of air up and out. So it's fighting. Air wants to stay down, so you need to get this as warm as possible, as quick as possible. But it's now 6:10 on the grandfather clock. I am going to get some water going for the coffee, and I'm going to leave this running on the stove. I'll center it a little better. We'll put it on time lapse and see how this does, because sometimes it doesn't go on the first try. So don't get frustrated. The new airtight and efficient wood stoves are difficult to start. So just hang in there and you'll find your method for your stove. Here, I'm going to show you before we go too far. That is the size crack I've got in the stove. I'd say it's maybe 3/8. And then I'll do a secondary, take that down in half, and then fully close it after it gets going. Put you back in front of the stove. It's only been a few minutes. You can see that it's going. Let me go get the water going for the coffee. It is been about 5 minutes. It's about 5:55. I'm going to try to take this down to about half that air gap. Watch the flame as long as it's still going good. If you don't have access to your kiln dried oak like I do, you're remodeling a house, save your untreated pine, your 2x4s, 2x6s. I've got pine paneling. That all works great to start the fire, to give you something quick and easy. I know you can buy different starters in the store too. I think it's usually called fatwood. So, use your resources, and like say, even as simple as getting your grocery bags from the store, getting them in paper instead of plastic. That'll give them a second use. All right, back to the coffee. Okay, clock reads it's almost 6 o'clock, so it's roughly been 10 minutes. Go close this stove fully. We'll watch the fire. Looks like it's doing okay. If it starts to die down, just crack the door again. Work with your stove. It's more of an art than a science to get a fire started, in my opinion. So I hope this helps. Leave comments if you've got better ways to start. If you're wondering, I do keep the gas, the plumber's torch, the gas, way away from the fire after I start it. Also, I only use about 1.5 of those 1-pound LP tanks during it, not quite 2 in a winter. So again, I hope that helps. Leave comments if you've got questions or you've got tips you can help me with. We certainly appreciate it here at Life in Every Season. Hope you have a good day. I'm about ready to plug myself into the computer and get started at work. So another reason it's nice, or work from home a lot of the week, so we can start a fire. And the wood I have cut, the reason I'm burning a lot of poplars because that's what we have. So right now all the firewood's coming right here off of our little homestead. Bye.